Gentlemen, welcome to Sipping Tea with Shols and Vee. On today's show, we're going to be giving you some info on some up and coming events over the summertime. Also, we've got all the tea on Sipping Tea with Shols and Vee. Today, we're going to be talking about Rihanna's hair care range, legal troubles for artist and producer The Dream, Michael Rainey's incident on Twitter.
And also, we're going to be talking about Stormzy's new business venture and Central Cee on making waves in the music industry. On the other side of the pond, we're going to be discussing Bounty Killer and supporting Jamaican artists. And we're going to be asking the question, do we think popcorn is selfish? Lastly, we're going to be talking about marriages and proposals. But first, we're going to run a track from an up-and-coming artist that's from Jamaica that goes by the name of Jaydak. His latest track showcases his dedication in the genre and the passion for the music. While Prayer may not be a breakthrough hit, it demonstrates Jaydak's potential and his growth as an artist. His commitment to delivering meaningful messages through his music is commendable, and this track is a testament of his ongoing journey in the reggae scene. We also had the opportunity to interview him, and we are going to run the interview for you right now. Play his track, and this track goes by the name Westlife. Nobody know what's just life. Everyone want the happiest life. Fireplace life. When we touch the road, every that's right. Take a fresh night. I live a best life. I got taking new Benz on a test drive. Buy a house and me I go buy a next ride. Real estate, yes I got to invest right. Girls on the right and the left side. Chilling with the girls on the west side. Caribbean girls give me the best ride. I'm in love with the center, this is right. We beat the seas and jet skis. With a couple pretty girls with the best trees. On a regular game of the next league. Oh geez, them girl I don't want left knees. Couple pack of boots, me no left knees. Girl in every belly breast I get squeezed. Me left cheese, dressing on me wallaby clocks and me fresh tees. Me out here live the best life. I got taking new Benz and a test drive. Buy a house and me I go buy a next ride. Real estate. Big up Zab Alex, no, big up Pete Alex. Have girls on the right and the left side. Chilling with the girls on the west side. Caribbean girls give me the best ride. Love it when the center, this is right. Me come out the rules so me touch pan it all. Me shirt can get cold, it a brush pan it gold. Money no fi can't fool. Clocks in soul. Friend them strap up like say them a patrol. Girls them see me them out of control. And me them want hold them love for me a roll. Why girl I get stole? Deal with the coal. Damp on a roll, we a do the road ball. We out here live the best life. Taking new Benz and a test drive. Buy a house and me a go buy a next ride. Real estate, she on the invest right. Girls on the right and the left side. Chilling with the girls on the west side. Caribbean girls give me the best ride. Love it in the center, the set. Touching on the street, we roll with the cash. Clothes well wash, everything well match. Nice gold chain with a pretty gold watch. Car we drive in a chip up and watch. Oh, but mine if you leave with the trash. Them up here for we life, it pop down and crash. Pool party, just up and bash. Checking at the pool and make a money splash. Gosh, me out here live the best life. I got taking new Benz and a test drive. Buy a house and me I go buy a next ride. Real estate, yes I got to invest right. Girls on the right and the left side. Chilling with the girls on the west side. Caribbean girls give me the best ride. Love it in the center, the says. Okay, we're going to play another track by Jaydak, and this one is called Money for Me Pocket. Tree up beats. A successful road, me a walk and a give up street. Me have to make the money every day. Pay God know I'm rich, have to make it anyway. Now go make it in a life. That many say work for the money, so me have to get the pay KK. Yeah, me have to make the money for me pocket. Cash me a stock it and a shot phenomatic. Anytime me speak, you want money and the topic. Couple car, couple property, you know me have to copy. To the bank, yeah, me a make a deposit. Plug for the socket, gal I work me like ratchet. Making money fast, yeah, we coming like magic. If you ever touch it paper, you with a go end tragic. Cause every day me have to make a couple dollar. Who no want no money, them a fool me naga follow. I forget the food family, them a fi swallow. When me touching at the street, a Louis V, them a me collar. When me drive out in my car, the girl them see me and a holla. Say them a fi give me the knowledge, and them a scholar. Me want fi have a lot of money, that madana. When me touching at the street, a couple car like a Obama. Me say me have to get the money fi me pocket. Cash me a stock it and a shot phenomatic. Anytime me speak, you want money at the topic. Couple car, couple property, you know me have to copy it. To the bank, yeah, me a make a deposit. Plug for the socket, gal I work me like ratchet. Making money fast, yeah, we coming like magic. You touch your paper, you with a go end tragic. Money conversation when you see me pan the city. If I no money talk, tell her that not necessary. Touching at the store, me pop it up them like a cherry. And me cologne them a kick up every gal them off his smelly. Can't bother with the poor life, too ordinary. Now go lock up in a jail, call me a no R. Kelly. To live the rich life, tell us me born ready. And a rich gal alone, I gave it thing in her belly. Me have to get the money for me pocket. Cash me a stock it and a shot phenomatic. Anytime me speak, you want money at the topic of the car. Property, you know me have to cop it. To the bank, yeah, me a make a deposit. Plug for the socket, gal I work me like ratchet. Making money fast, so we coming like magic. If you ever touch your paper, you with a go end tragic. Say every day me have to hunt for the treasure. And a girl and a weed, but a money give me pleasure. Hunt for the money, yeah, me a go do it ever. Me get it anytime, anywhere, any weather. You will get
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, after this song here, we're going to be playing the interview from the man you're listening to, Jaydak. Big up, Jaydak.
Cash me a stock it and no shop phenomatic. Anytime me speak, you want money at the topic of a car, couple property, you know me have to cop it. To the bank, yeah, me a make a deposit. Plug for the socket, gal I work me like ratchet. Making money fast, so we coming like magic. If you ever touch it, paper, you with a end.
Thanks for being patient, people. And remember, it's our first interview online, so just apologies from now for any mishaps.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay. So we'll start with asking some questions, and then afterwards, if you don't mind, we'd like to hear you sing a song or two, and let the people them hear some of your music.
Yeah, like a freestyle.
Anything a freestyle. I don't even know, but just something for the people them to hear.
Yeah, right.
I know you're a back artist.
No problem. We have something to say. Whether they look weird, defend the touch road in my glasses, girl, them say me looking trendy. No know if you overstand, I hope you comparing me. And my glasses make the girl them acting friendly. Cleaning on my glasses. In my pocket where the cash is. Where the trees, tell me where the stashes, them me burn it down to ashes. And show them girl I like her matches. My friend them could have never make she catches. She give me the package. Me lock her down in the cottage. Use more agony and black her passage. She come and clear the blockage. She look for the Vicky, no know where that is. You know the money says she want the sausage. The girl them love it to me in a test glass. Make them undress fast. Say them get wet fast. Say me get the best class. As I quit that sex start. Now if you drive a Benz, we now in a S class. The girl them want to have me like a breakfast. Fat girl, check me. Forget them weight loss. Any girl too ugly, I forget a face mask. Them one Jaydak the boss, and no matter weight cost. Fresh in my glasses. Yeah, man. Fresh in the gun, you know?
Bad.
Thank you, my friend.
Okay, so you ready to ask some questions for us?
Yeah, man, ready, man. Ready, I waited.
V? Hold on.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, first. Ooh, ready? Okay, what age did you get into music?
Well, I got into music at the age of 10, really. Because I can give you an example. It was like they were keeping an event in my community and they had a DJ competition for the young kids. And I was one of them who entered. And it was like 4 of us. And I ended up victorious in the challenge. And I won a big gift baskets at the age of 10. That was
Oh,
my first experience in the music where I know, well, I'm gifted.
Okay, that's a young
Yeah,
age still. Yeah.
young.
Okay, so okay, you kind of answered this one still. So I'd say how would you describe the music that you typically create the music that
Well,
you make?
I definitely describe it as influential and straight positive music. People can learn from it, inspirational in every aspect. Yes.
Some the youth them can look up to you.
Yeah, man, every time. We always try to do like things that people can relate to and things that the youths can learn, like get a good example from. Yeah,
Yes,
not
yeah,
just yeah.
be a role model, a good role model.
Yeah,
Mm.
man. But we do nice music to like fun music, same way, because we have to have fun at the same time. We have to bless up the girls them and we have to talk about our clothes and things, same way, but at the same time we always have a message in the story.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm.
leading on to that, can you tell us like what is your creative process like? How do you go about writing your music? Does it just come to you? Do you have to hear a beat? Or like how do you create your music?
Well, to tell you the truth, it's both ways. But my inspiration always comes from the beat. So when I hear a rhythm, I can definitely come up with the lyrics faster. And the rhythm just always bring forth the best out of me. Like with the rhythm, it's like a team. Me and the rhythm
Mhm.
together, we're like a team. So, I come with the vocals and the rhythm is the instrumental. So the rhythm is what really inspires me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. If you had the opportunity to, who would you like to like collaborate and do some music with?
Anybody really. Anybody, because I don't have any problem with any artist. I support every artist. I listen to them. And it's all about unity. So anyone who
Yes, yeah.
reach out to me, I definitely work with them.
But there must be somebody like you that you would want to work with. There must be someone. It can't just be anyone. You're just being politically correct now. We need to hear it. Like, who would you like to work with?
All right.
Putting on
Like how you push it so far, would I definitely say Movado.
All
Because
right, we're
Movado,
getting somewhere. Yes.
yeah, we read the Gully God from day one. And definitely, would I love to work with the Gully. Definitely.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you did have
Yeah,
a
man.
favorite song. You're trying not to be biased.
No, man. Yeah. Would I work with the guys that but Gully, you don't know Gully. Yeah, yeah. My artist, that. No bias.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So,
Um,
if you weren't doing music, what would you be doing?
Well, most definitely, if I was doing music right now, I know I'd be definitely running my own landscaping company. Because otherwise, for music, I enjoy clipping flowers and, yeah, grooming lawn and all those things, like at a professional level. Yes. So I think I'll be doing landscaping, running my own company.
What would you call
Definitely
it?
freshly done landscaping.
All right.
Yeah, freshly done. That's my slang, Jaydak slang. So my
yeah.
company definitely would name freshly done, which makes sense. Fresh grass, fresh cut.
Okay.
Yes.
Um, yeah. So, do you have any up and coming shows or any events or anything like that in the pipeline that you'll be?
We have some local shows. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, yeah, we always perform on like some parties, some events, like locally and such forth. So we have a few events coming up this summer and in the Christmas and such forth.
Okay, that's good. We're gonna look out for that.
Yeah, definitely. You'll have to share the details and we can share it with the listeners.
No
Yeah.
problem. That is a must, definitely.
Yeah. Keep the connect for real. For real. We love that.
Def-
Um, about the music industry, if what is it? If there's anything that you could change in the music industry, what would it be? What is it that you don't like or you're not happy with or you'd like to improve or so forth?
Well, most definitely, I would change the way young artists are being accepted in the industry. You know, I'd create a platform for them. I'd create ways really. You know, I mean,
Mm.
I'm inspired by that, but I really am a creative person. I have my own vibe. As I tell you, the rhythm is my inspiration, really. You know, I mean, it speaks to me, and I talk back. Understand me? So this is it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Um, so what advice would you give to anybody trying to get into the industry, trying to get into like doing music? What words would you tell them?
Well, definitely, the first thing I'd say is you got to believe in yourself. That's the first thing. I mean, you got to be persistent. You got to know that someone's opinion is not the truth. It's not fact. So not because someone say you won't make it or you're not good enough, that don't mean you won't, or that's not the truth. You
Yeah.
got to prove that wrong, so they got to eat their words one day. So that's my advice, you know, you just got to be persistent.
I think that's so true because I think with a lot of artists like that are even up now and big, a lot of them was told no many times before they got their yes. So from
Yeah.
you believing yourself and you keep pushing, I think that's that's some good advice to give to people. You see, like when you're creating music, do you like to be in the studio by yourself, or do you have a lot of people in there? Are you smoking and drinking? Like, how do you get in the vibe to writing music? Do you need a spliff? If you smoke, I'm not just in case you do, or a little red stripe. You know, how do you get into that mood? Yeah, like,
Definitely. Well, yeah, we want a giant thing. We drink, yeah, you know, we have the push sometime out a nice jar, you know,
yeah.
and that's an inspiration idea that give us a buzz. But at the same time, me like creating music, I like to be in my own space. Like I have a song that said "Trod to the Hills." Yeah, I
Hmm.
like to be like far, so you can get a better meds. No, your headspace is more clear. There's no distraction. So I rather be alone and creating the lyrics. But otherwise, like when vibing and thing, yeah, we like have the thugs them on our couple people and thing and you know, ladies and thing and the vibe nice and liquor and whatever, push the day, you know the works.
Hmm.
Yeah, push the done style.
What would you say is next for you? Like, what can the people expect? Like, to see coming from you musically wise, or what have you got anything planned for the future? Or where do you think you'll be like in a couple of years from now? What's the plan?
Yeah, well, the plan is just greatness because one thing I know, I'm not a person who's going to give up. So it only can get better from here. I know I'll be
Yeah,
shooting more music videos, you know what I mean? I'll be doing some more singles. I'll be keep on doing the good work, putting out the music. So most definitely it has to be better days coming and people can just look out for Jaydak, fresh on the block.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
yeah.
I
And
think
do you
yes.
think it'll be coming? Oh, go on though.
Thank you.
Say that again, V.
I was, oh no, I was gonna ask him if he would come into the UK. If he'll be coming to the UK at any point to do any shows or do any music, do any
Most
collabs with anybody.
definitely. Most definitely. I got to take time out to bless up cheer up beats. That's my
Right.
general
Yeah,
DJ
free up beat.
Prince,
We're having
DJ
them down on Saturday as well. So yeah, big up free
DJ
up beat.
Kai, DJ Kai. You don't talk the truth, you don't tell lies. Okay? So most definitely sipping tea with a
And
beautiful
Jaydak Fresh. Jaydak Fresh now. Man like Jaydak Fresh as well. How you mean? Part of the family now, you know?
yeah, better, yeah, because the energy right now, and you ladies just have to keep on doing the good work,
Yeah.
continue, doing what you're doing. Yeah, you guys look beautiful and the show is nice and trust me, it's just greatness.
Thank you.
We just
Appreciate
started. Yeah.
Well,
We're a little bit rusty, but we're getting in there. We're getting there.
it.
it's a good look. I mean, yeah.
If you come to the UK, you must make sure you must come down to the show again and come and get me do some songs for the people them and make them see you and hear you again. Give us a little update.
Yeah,
You know,
definitely. I'm gonna tree up, I gotta drop me, I gotta bring me upon the blocks, man. You know my brother tree up, definitely I gotta bring me into the street and make me meet the beautiful ladies. No itch.
And
You know?
also, it'll be good as well if you can send us some of your music, because then we can play it on our show on Saturday and get it out there, get people knowing who you are, you know, familiar. Yeah, just showing the UK who you are, really. So, yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, most definitely. I definitely appreciate that. You know what I mean? Yeah, that
And
would be a
before we go, sorry, Vee, did you want to say something?
no, okay.
I'm just asking for the ladies, not for myself, because I know we're going to get questions from the ladies because you're a very handsome man. So
yeah.
let's just answer this now, live on air. Are you single or are you not? Or is it complicated?
No, I'm telling you, no, I'm not single to tell you the truth. You know what I mean? Yeah, I have my wifey, I have my kids, yeah, I have
He's
two
not
sons.
single, ladies.
Ladies is
No,
taken, yeah? Nobody come with it. Nobody come with the argument.
I'm not antisocial. I'm not antisocial, yes. I can, you know what I mean? It's a fan base and people can always take pick with me, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Once it's not nothing too outrageous,
Yeah.
it's fine. You know, it's take some pics, you know what I mean? Smile with the ladies, whatever it is, you know what I mean? Yeah.
For
It's a good.
Networking is good.
That is it.
Sing another song for us before we wrap it up. You want to give us one more a little something?
Freestyle?
Yeah, man, we can give you our next freestyle, definitely, man. The one that have a cheer up beats, you get me? Yeah.
Free up beat.
Yes.
Free up beat.
We know when I'm on a ends round. Tell them this is a no friend zone. If you ever bring a Benz round, them left a name on a headstone. Them a friend are not the same. Cut them off, the whole of them a move lame. And me energy them a look for drain. Bad mind that them mind contain. Them no one we rise and start fly on plane. You come and laugh when you see me in a Spain and you know a straight negative better about me name. Move up with your mind game. You better live up with your mind game. Say them a friend and them love to compete. So me cut them off a long time, me don't see it. Who know my me dead on me up a run street. Them know for me things and they still a come feet. Some of them are old for pretend like sheep. Them no want me to drive pretty car, pretty jeep. Me a rise them on me 6 feet deep. God nah see them a friend and the same. Freshly done.
Yeah.
Yeah, people. Jaydak fresh. Sorry, I'm saying Jaydak. Jaydak fresh. Thank you very much for spending some time this evening and sharing your time with us, and really appreciate it.
Yeah, mostly appreciate it.
Yeah, I really appreciate the time. You know what I mean? Sipping tea, you know what I mean? I really enjoyed the time. It was a nice vibe. Definitely. I'd like to be here again another time in the future. You know what I mean? You never know. Freshly done.
Definitely.
Cool.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, Jaydak.
Okay.
You take it easy.
We'll take up.
Ladies, take care.
Go now.
Have a good
Again,
one.
thank you very much for that.
All
Have a
right.
good evening.
Take care.
Maximum respect.
All right.
Every
Bye.
time.
Bye.
All right, Jaydak. Thank you for that interview. Check out Jaydak on YouTube. Westlife. Money for my pocket. And we're going into our third track for him now, which is Stacking the Cheese.
DJ Quincy, baddest and the biggest. Boom, boom, boom. Around here that freshly done. Quincy, him a hustle for the cheddar like always. Been through a lot of struggles and hard days. With the enemies, them want him drop like dog ears. Praying at the Lord ears. Quincy asks Father God fi protect him please. I forget the cash, you know he's stacking the G's. He's not a rap, but he be stacking the cheese. And know what straight success Quincy got in him dreams. Like farmer, he be stacking the greens. House for on the hill and couple lot in the scheme. The one friend them when got on the team, and when they touch road, a couple got them got in the jeans. God protect Quincy, no him born as a sinner, I'm no born for lose, and no him born as a winner. Bang book small, that's why I'm off to make it bigger. Check him account, at least 7 figure. Family, Quincy headed in a not sponge pan, and the guy no fish, him no swimmer. Negative vibe, no them thing they no inner. No tell him about rifle, him no want see no trigger. Have him wife, no him no need gold digger. Nah, buy girl no Gucci, nah, not a bill figure. Buy couple Benz, buy couple big man lobster pan grill, a vegetable that a simmer. To him fly off, call him for it, I don't pay no outdated. I know Macarena, them that's only a ghost, that's why him call them chiller. Touch Quincy food, and know him friend them a stinger. Father God, me say protect him please. I forget the cash, Quincy stacking the G's. He's not a rat, but he be stacking the cheese. And know what straight success Quincy got in them dreams. Like farmer, Quincy stacking the greens. Couple close up on the hill and couple lot in the stream. You know I'm son of him, stacking the team. I want to touch him with a couple got him got in them jeans. DJ Quincy, him have the body sound, the body sound. Wherever they round, some other sound boy them a clown. Yeah, Jaydak, fresher than I represent for Quincy. No sound boy can jinx me, fresh. She upbeat, freshly done. Them a friend
Choice FM UK.
KK, me no wanna end zone. Tell them this is a no friend zone. If you ever bring a Benz zone, them put a name on the headstone. Them a friend and the same. Cut them off, the whole of them a move in. Energy them a look fit train. Bad mind that them mind contain. Them no want we rise and stuff like one plane. You come a laugh when you see me in a Spain, and you know a straight negative. You talk about me name. Move up with your mind game. You better lift up with your mind game. Say them a friend and them love to compete. So me cut them off a long time, me don't see it. Who know why me dead when me up a run street? Them know for me things and I still a come feed. Some of them a wolf a pretend like shit. Them no want to me drive pretty car pretty cheap. When I rise and I me 6 feet deep. God now see them a friend and know the same. Cut them off, the whole of them a move lame. Me energy them a look for drain. Bad mind that them mind contain. They no want we rise and stuff like on plane. You come a laugh when you see me in a Spain. Straight negative, you talk about me name. Move up to the she upbeat, freshly done. Them a friend of them will let you down.
Big up Jaydak on this one here. Brought it back, we love this one.
If you ever bring a Benz down, them put a name on the headstone. Them a friend and the same. Cut them off, the whole of them a move lame. Energy them a look fit drain. Bad mind that them mind contain. Them no want we rise and stuff like one plane. You come a laugh when you see me in a Spain, and you know a straight negative. You talk about me name. Move up with your mind game. You better lift up with your mind game. Say them a friend and them love to compete. So me cut them off a long time, me don't see it. Who know why me dead when me up a run street? Them know for me things and I still a come feed. Some of them a wolf a pretend like shit. Them no want see me drive pretty car pretty jeep. Man a rise them want me 6 feet deep. God now see them a friend and know the same. Cut them off, the whole of them a move lame. Me energy them a look for drain. Bad mind that them mind contain. They no want we rise and stuff like one plane. You come a laugh when you see me in a Spain. Straight negative, you talk about me name. Move up with your mind game. You better lift up with your mind game. Friend of we pies the fear drink when you floss. Left them in the past, as of them kill you fast. Say them a real, but them a snake in the grass. Them we eat your food like say that a breakfast. Me still a prepay gun through me grass. Them we take your life for any money, any cost. Like fi earn me, you that a them task. Can't hide under mask, them a friend and know the same. Cut them off, the whole of them a move lame. Energy them a look for drain. Bad mind that them mind contain. Them no want we rise and stuff like one plane. You come a laugh when you see me in a Spain, and you know a straight negative, you talk about me name. Move up with your mind game. You better lift up with your mind game. Straight negative them want.
Choice FM UK.
Pagan no and beat with life and I know football them a do we are tackle. Forget how we are like coming right and we are free for the rich and me broke like buckle. Them no want to see me fly, go man and rather see me in a chain or chuckle. Them a friend I know the same. Cut them off, the whole of them a move lame. energy them a look for drain. Bad mind that them mind contain. Me want we rise and start fly from plane. You come and laugh when you see me in a Spain, and you know straight negative better about me name. Move up with your mind game. You better lift up with your mind game. Me no want a man a end zone. Tell them this is a no friend zone. If you ever bring a Benz down, them lift a name for the headstone. Freshly done, freshly done, freshly done. Jaydak, keep your beats, keep fresh, 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 fresh.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, bigging up Jaydak. Thank you for that. Thank you for the interview. Thank you for the tracks. We're loving it here at Choice.
Wicked tune.
Big tune. All right, on to our next topic. Now we're going to give you some details about some up-and-coming concerts and performances happening for you over the summertime. Here are some notable shows and performances for you to go and check out. First one coming up, we've got Burna Boy. I Told Them tour at London Stadium on June the 29th. Then we have Shaka Khan performing at Warwick Castle on July the 3rd. We have the Wireless Festival, big festival coming up, taking place from July the 12th to July the 14th. So if you haven't got your tickets for that yet, I suggest you get your tickets for that. Also, Georgia Smith, she's performing on the 3rd of August at Ulster Hall in Belfast. So if you're up in Belfast, go and check out Georgia Smith. We love Georgia Smith over here. Also, we have, coming over from the United States, we have Rick Ross performing on the 3rd of August at the Indigo at the O2 in London. All right, so before we go on to our next topic, we're just going to play one more track for you, and then we're going to come back to you.
Back and forth, I will.
Right, so this song takes us into our next segment, which will be on Rihanna's hair care range. So, people, let's talk about it. So, Rihanna has launched a new hair care range amidst public pressures to show her natural hair, leading to like mixed feedback. Some critics have dismissed her as an unreliable source due to her natural short and thin hair, while others see it as a marketing genius move, allowing consumers to follow her hair care journey using her products. Given Rihanna's history of successful ventures, there's a strong chance that this range will succeed despite initial skepticism. As it aligns with her trend-setting and influential persona, Rihanna has since come out and said that she has lost her hair while pregnant, and no one warned her that she could lose so much hair. Would you use Rihanna's range?
Yeah, I would. I think, like you said, Rihanna, I would rather use Rihanna's range over Beyonce's. And I say that because I think Rihanna is more relatable. She's more authentic. I think when Beyonce brings out a range, it seems so marketed. They're both obviously marketed, but it just seems so like it was just structured. There's nothing natural about it. Whereas Rihanna, and I think she has done something great. She come out and said that she's lost her hair due to, childbirth, her hormones and so forth. And I think that using her hair care range, people are going to be able to watch her journey.
Right, yeah.
And seeing the improvement that her hair's going to make, and it's going to make people want to use her product. I don't know if Beyonce does use her products. I mean, Beyonce's hair is beautiful.
I was going to say, and Rihanna as well, they both seem to have a good length of hair anyway. Good.
Oh, no, Rihanna's hair is really short. And, she came out and it was quite thin. And so I think that's why people were a bit skeptical. But I think it's a marketing genius because people are going to be able to see her journey. They're going to be able to see her hair care products. And, and just like everything else that she does do, it becomes successful. So, I'm really excited. And I think I will try it. What about you, V? Will you try it?
I think for myself, I'm more somebody to make remedies myself at home. So not like that. But if I had to support one of them, I probably would support maybe Rihanna just because I like her more than Beyonce. But I like them both.
Yeah.
So if I had to support, I'd support Rihanna. But I'd support Rihanna. So would I use it? Yes, I would use it still. If it was gifted to me, I would use it. If I saw that there was good reviews on it and people were reporting back that they're getting good results, I might give it a try then myself as well. And I was gonna say as well. You said something earlier, and I was gonna say that the people can kind of probably relate to the thinning of hair. One, the culture. Two, the lifestyle, and just three, that people, go through these things. So the fact that she's got that and then found a solution or something to help, I think is a very good move as well. Do you know what I mean? Business wise.
Definitely. And like everything that she seems to touch is successful. Her
This is it.
skincare range, her makeup range, her lingerie range. So I've got no doubt that this is going to be successful.
Which brings us to our next question. Do you think it will do well? And you're clearly saying...
Yes, I do. I think she's going to do really well. I think, she's great at marketing herself, and she's so authentic, she's so true. You see Rihanna and she's still got the same friends that she had from when she was young. There's something authentic about her, and I think that people relate more to her, and so I think that's what's going to give her the edge.
And she's very influential as well. Do you know what I mean? People seem to copy whatever she's doing, so for that reason as well, I think it will do well. The fact that she is her product, I think the people will rush out there and go and buy it just to support. Do you know what I mean? And I hope that it does all that it says it's going to do. And it's not just a marketing thing where you're taking the people's money, you're saying that they're going to get certain results and see certain things, and actually they're not. But because
I don't think it will be like that,
I hope not. I
Yeah.
mean, you said you're going to try it, right? So
Yeah, I'll give it a go, definitely. Why not? I'll give it a go, and I'll
so Shols is going to give us a review. So in a couple of weeks' time,
it came out like 3 days ago. I'm sure I'll have to see if it's selling
Okay, so
in
it's
the
fresh.
UK.
Okay, it's a fresh thing.
Yeah, if it's out in the UK. But everyone loves Fenty products, and the thing that I think's really great about her is that she uses her products. She uses her skincare range, she uses her makeup, she uses her perfume, she wears her lingerie. So it's just, I think she's done something really good here, and I think this venture is going to most probably make her the most money, because I think the hair industry is a huge business. It's like
That's a money maker,
billions.
definitely.
So
it's a very
I
clever
think
move.
we're going to be waiting a bit longer for that Rihanna album.
Yeah, and then I swear she's pregnant again, but anyway, we'll get onto that another time.
Allegedly.
So what's the comments? We're not even seeing the comments here.
Yeah, we got Rihanna has great marketing tools. Beyonce's line is proven, but Rihanna will do great. What else have we got? Authentic and true is correct. I think that's about Rihanna.
Yep, that's from D Alex.
Big up D Alex out there.
Okay. So the next one is how hormones affect women's hair while pregnant.
So, I have not experienced this myself, but you hear the stories about women that have had children. Either one or two things happen. It's either it grows really long, or they end up losing their hair. Did you experience anything like that?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think my texture hair anyway is quite thin anyway.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say it thinned out when I was pregnant, but I feel like after having children, I feel like a child.
Yeah.
I feel like it became thinner.
Yeah.
And I think like getting on with certain age as well, with age coming on you, I feel like sometimes the growth of hair kind of slows down. Do you know what I mean? Plus I don't really drink water. I don't like water. Do you know what I mean? You need to drink water because it's good for you, and it does. You know what I mean? It's got so much benefit. So I think like I think it's got something to do with genetics, lifestyle, and the kind of foods that you eat. Yeah, the stresses of life. I think it all plays a part, and obviously, do you know what I mean? Having a baby because it changes your body greatly. Do you know what I mean?
I've seen like some videos on YouTube that are ladies that are pregnant, and the before and during pregnancy is wild. Like the major difference that can happen to women's body, when they're going through these things. And shout out to all the mums out there.
And nobody can't prepare you for the change. You know what I mean? Your body just changes, and that's just it, innit? You just got to work with it.
Yeah, definitely true. So anyway, we wish Rihanna all the best with her hair care range. We're sure it's going to do well. Before we go into our next topic, we're going to run another track for you, and we'll be back shortly. From Chronix, Here Comes Trouble. We're going to be talking about the legal trouble going on for The Dream. Top songwriter and producer The Dream is facing legal issues. He has been accused of rape and sexual battery in a lawsuit filed by Shanaz Monroe, who performs as Shani Monroe, alleging the incident occurred in 2015. This situation adds to the growing list of industry figures being exposed for abuse, as predicted by our very own Cat Williams. The industry is currently experiencing a reckoning, with many long-standing rumours now being substantiated and brought to light. We just want to know your views. Do you think that this is just the start of artists being accused of sexual harassment? What do you think, V? Yeah, what do you think about sexual harassment?
Um, no, I don't think it's good still. Yeah, I think it's quite bad. It's quite serious, isn't it? So, like, I don't know really what they should do going forward because it's a bit of a tricky one.
But do you think this is just the start? Do you think that other artists are going to be exposed for doing this? I mean, we recently had Diddy.
Yeah.
Allegations were brought against him. We know that he paid off Cassie. We know that several other people have made allegations against Diddy. So do we think that this is a start? Do we suspect that there's going to be more artists being exposed?
In a way, I think yes and no. I think that it will give some people the confidence that they need to step forward with their individual cases if things happen to them, and maybe they thought people aren't going to believe them, or maybe because of the person that it involves has a bigger platform than a bigger platform. They may be thinking as well that people, you know, what I mean, will take their side, so they wouldn't get the justice that they need. So I think 50-50. I think some people will still be on the fence and still be like, you know, their situation they'll still keep private because they don't think that shedding light on it will do anything good, but maybe do more harm than good. And I think some people, yeah, will be like, you know what I mean, it might give them the encouragement that they need to step up and get the justice that they need. And yeah, fight for themselves and fight for, I think, yeah, and I think a lot, like whoever's doing that, man, they need to go down. Like, justice needs to be served. You don't use your platform to abuse younger people, women, vulnerable, someone smaller than you, whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's out of order. It's like, justice needs to be, do you get me? They need to be reprimanded still.
And you know, we talk about why now is it that, you know, people are coming forward with allegations against celebrities. It seems to be every time you look, there's a new allegation against a celebrity. Do you think that maybe the Me Too movement has something to do with it, or do you just think that people are, you know, seeing other people come forward, so it's giving them the strength and courage to come forward with their own stories?
Again, some giving them the encouragement once they see others coming forward that there is light and there is hope that they can actually get the justice that they need. And for others, I want to say that it's like almost like a meal ticket. Do you know what I mean? Like maybe they need a little bit of money. Times are hard.
Yeah.
So you know, let me just jump on the bandwagon. Let me see what I can do with this. Let me see if I can, you know, get paid for a story. And so yeah, I think it's like kind of 50-50, which is kind of bad for the people who really genuinely do have a case and really genuinely have had something done to them. Because when people like lie and then it comes up that they're lying, it's almost like the boy that cried wolf. And then when a woman steps forward or a man and says that something's happened, maybe people may not believe them.
Yeah,
so it's a hard one.
It is a hard one.
And if someone's got money and you're someone that hasn't got money, you know, you can be threatened, you can be hurt. And again, you being like, not to be a nobody, but you having somebody with a less of a platform, your story may not carry no weight. And then you've said something, you've drawn attention to this. People are looking, like to say, looking for attention, and then nothing comes of it. So I think this is why a lot of people stay quiet as well.
And that's that leading on to our next question. Like, do you think success makes them feel inferior from being exposed?
I do. So let's go to the chat box a minute. So we have got.
This has happened for years, but perhaps just not widely known or unknown about. But people not wanting to be the one to expose, maybe fear, etc.
And Liz42 says, yes, there's going to be a takedown one by one. And I agree, one by one. I feel like, you get me, the more people that are coming forward and people are being prosecuted or whatever is giving people the courage. And now we're seeing more people coming forward and bigger names being harassed because they've been doing things for way too long, many, many years.
Definitely.
They've traumatized, they've destroyed lives, they've destroyed people. You know, people that are talented went to them, they trusted them, and you gave them what you told them and a lot more that they didn't, no one prepared them for. Do you know what I mean?
I think as well, we've had a lot of people warning us about, or allegedly about, Diddy's ways in the past. We had a woman called Jaguar, right?
Yep.
Who, you know, everybody knows, has heard of. She's been talking about it for years.
But she does come across a little bit, I don't know, when she speaks, I believe some things, but some things I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm a little bit like she might
definitely
have a screw missing.
Maybe, we
kind of
don't
thing.
know. And then there was Gene Deal, who was his old bodyguard. And there has been people. I think there was that woman video vixen, Stefan. Do you remember her? They used to call her Superhead. Anyway, she's come out with stories about Diddy in the past as well. So there's always been this association with Diddy doing things like this, allegedly. I think that, definitely because of his power, because of the connections that he had, he felt that he was untouchable.
Yeah, of course.
And, he got away with it for years. And apparently he was very open when doing it. He used to do it around people. Like when we saw the video of him in Cassie, you saw that, Diddy was in a hotel on a floor and there's other rooms there, and, he really didn't care. He was just really going for it. So, we pray for people that have been a victim of domestic violence. Domestic violence is never right, whether you're male or female. In regards to the dream, I think we're just going to have to watch this space, see how it pans out. Although I've never heard of, me personally, I haven't heard of any other allegations against the dream.
No, me neither. Still, I don't really follow it that much, but
Yeah.
I did hear of this one, and I haven't, not to my memory, I can remember anything before in the past. Still,
Yeah.
which doesn't mean that they're
It does-
innocent.
yeah,
it just
no,
means that this
definitely
is the
not.
first one that has come to light, and
Yeah.
like you said, we'll have to wait and see what's the outcome. But yeah, man, respect, and you have to give them people their props for stepping forward. It's hard and it's a lot
Yeah.
to put yourself out there in the public. Come forward and explain what's happened to you, knowing that it could go left and you may not get the justice that you deserve. So I think they need to get a big pat on the back, to be honest.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to play a couple more tracks for you, and
Run
then
the track.
we'll be back. Really quick, I think they spoke about it for like 2-3 days, and then after that it was just like, yeah, it moved on to the next topic. And where has the justice been served? There's not been any justice. She hasn't come out and said apologized or anything. We're still referring to her as Ty's sister. I
Yeah.
don't even know if her name's out there. Like, who is she?
But did he ask for an apology? Did he say he was offended? Not to be like, obviously he would have been and maybe felt uncomfortable and didn't feel at the time he could say anything. But has he actually come out? I didn't follow the story.
Yeah.
Has he actually come out and said that he feels uncomfortable? He feels like he deserves an apology. He felt offended. Like,
Well, when you see the video, he looked uncomfortable.
yeah.
So he shouldn't have to go and ask her for an apology. She should do the right thing, because if it was the other way around, we'd expect him to apologise.
Of course, and
We'd expect
publicly,
him
yeah.
to go counselling or go and do some therapy or something for it. His career would be ruined.
They'll be mentioning it for the next 10 years. Do you remember when he touched
Yeah.
that woman? Yeah, yeah.
A bit like the Chris Brown and Rihanna situation. Like, Chris Brown will never get away from that incident with Rihanna. And as far as we're aware, there's only ever been one alleged incident. So, it would have followed him. I think with her, I can't see anything coming from it.
Funny that you brought up, not like that, it's coming off topic a bit, but I just
Yeah.
thought to bring it up because there was actually an interview that they showed that she had done like maybe some years ago where she actually admitted to, I think, hitting him first, which is why he actually hit her back. But because she was left with bruises and she's the female, he got more of a harder time than she did, which is again bringing you back to the topic where women seem to get away with certain things.
Definitely.
Do you know what I mean? Because th're women,
Definitely.
and they're smaller and
Yeah.
I don't know, but like,
Yeah, definitely. If you're going to hit somebody,
There is
if
an
you're
issue here.
a female and you're going to hit a man, you have to know that physically you two don't have the same strength. So when he hits you back, it's going to hurt a lot more than your hit was to him. And then you can't go and cry about it or complain about it. Then if that's the case, keep your hands to yourself.
Yeah.
You can have a disagreement with somebody without having to become physical. So I think, you should keep your hands to yourself if you don't want to be hit back. It's all fair game if you hit somebody, male or female.
Yeah, and on that topic, I feel like it's blow for blow. If you hit Tommy and Tommy's much bigger than you, much taller than you, and Tommy licks you back, and now you're flawed, that's your business. Do you know what I mean? Keep your hands to yourself, and most people's parents taught them if someone hits you, hit them back.
Yeah.
That's regardless of male or female. You know what I mean? So
Hold
either
tight,
or
Tommy
either.
out there.
hold tight, Tommy. Sorry to use your name, Tommy. Poor
All
Karen
Tommies
as well,
are hardcore
you know?
anyway, so it's alright.
And Do you think that Michael Rainey will press charges? Nah.
No, I don't. I think even if he wanted to, because of his reputation and other male artists and actors, they might give him a little bit of tease him a bit, unfairly to say, but I think that would happen because so I don't think he will press charges.
I don't know if they'll tease him, and I don't know. Like, I'm just thinking they're kind of young, no? They look like they're in their 20s. Am I right? 20s,
Yeah,
late 20s?
but if they say he presses charges, they're gonna say, "What's wrong with you? You're a man, like man up." She
because
touched you.
like in that kind of their kind of genre, you get them, their age group kind of thing. I'm thinking that like people would probably big him up. Like that's probably not seen as I think the internet made him a bigger. Don't get me wrong. The female should not have touched him. However, for them and their age group, the kind of lifestyle that they live, I don't think that. I feel like the internet's made a bigger deal of it than they're actually thinking themselves. To be honest, I don't even think probably it's the first person that has maybe or the first incident he's been in like that where you've had a forward woman. Do you know what I mean? Come out and touch you in a and you're not going to go and press charges. It's reality. I'm not saying when I say it's reality, I just mean that it shouldn't happen. But I don't feel like the person would actually take those full steps and go through the full shebang of pressing charges and doing all of that.
No, I don't think he will. But when we look at the video, there's 3 small children that were there, that were right in front.
That were behind, because the way they've projected, I didn't see the video until earlier on. The way that was put was almost like they were standing there ogling, putting. I'm not saying it makes it any better.
No.
They was in front, she was behind them. Yeah. So when she actually touched him, which she shouldn't have done, they didn't see anything.
They didn't, but they could have turned around.
The thing of like there was children there. Yeah, there was children there, but they didn't see. They could have almost been in another room. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She shouldn't have done it. You get me? Like she shouldn't have done it. The children there. But like then who knows what kind of relationship they have? Obviously he comes around and chills with the brother, so who knows what kind of relationship they have? Like,
well, it was his first time on the show, so he's like the Twitter guy, Tai. He has a platform, so he has people on. So I think that Michael Rainey is like the most famous person that he's had on, and I think the sister just got a bit excited because I've seen clips of her with other people, and she's been quite flirtatious. She said inappropriate things, so I think she just.
How old is she, by the way?
We don't know anything about her up to now. All I know is Tai's sister. I don't know her name. If anyone does know her name, I want to leave it in the chat.
Tai's got to be easy because you've built yourself a platform, and then you've got this family member that doesn't seem to know how to conduct herself around certain public figures. In the end, it could actually dent his career because your sister be doing mad stuff.
Well,
she should be schooled up and know.
That,
do you know what I mean?
At first he was trying to defend her, but then when he saw the backlash. I personally think that his management team had a word with him and then he came out with a new platform. That's my personal
She shouldn't be there full stop. This is work. Business is business. Work
is
work.
Well, she's not going to be on it no more.
And she doesn't know how to conduct herself, so...
Stream with his sister
online. What is this, man? This is not a family show.
I'm going to read some of the comments that we've got here. We've got D that says, male or female should keep your hands to yourself. But the other way round, he would have been sued, sacked, cancelled, arrested, prosecuted, 100%. Yep.
It's a man as well, though, right?
It was online in front of how many viewers, and also the kids at front of him may not have seen, but he has a huge platform. Children watch him. They would have seen that, and I just think it was done in that real poor taste.
How long has he been in the public eye? Because I don't follow this guy. Just like
power, man, power.
Okay, not as in the brother, the guy whose sister.
Tai, he's like. He's young, I don't know. He's been I don't know. But I know that he has got a big platform. He's got a large following. Don't really know much about him, but I know because of the incident. To be honest, I didn't know about him until this incident with Michael Rainey. Mm-hmm. And then when that happened, that's when I saw it. And then I went and looked at a couple clips of previous shows. And I've seen that the sister is quite flirtatious. And, he's had to kick her out of the room a few times when he's streaming. So
and to be honest with you, that might even be shows. That might even be... like a money tactic thing, you understand? Because
it's backfired.
Whenever you ever heard of something like that, though, somebody's got a platform, whatever, and their sisters, they're trying to touch the brothers that are there or flirting like that. It's a little bit mad. So it might even be their thing where it's a money thing, where it draws attention and I don't know, it gets them more views or it gets them trending. Do you know what I mean? I don't know.
But he could lose sponsorship for it.
Definitely so.
He could definitely lose sponsorship, and people not going to want to be especially a celebrity of that caliber. Is he going to be able to get another celebrity as big as Michael Rainey on his show? I doubt it very much. Well, maybe not for the immediate future. I can't see anyone wanting to come on his show.
Has my man got a girl? Because, you get me? You just got like an ex-girl that's groping you. Do you know what I mean? He's got a woman. I don't even know.
I don't know. I don't know if he has, to be honest.
She can't be happy to hear that, boy.
No.
All right.
Alright, so we're going to play. I think, what else have we got to talk about that? Is there any more questions? Is there any more in the chat? We've got another comment in here. She actually looked like she was holding on. It was prolonged. I rate how Michael dealt with it. Definitely, he handled it very professionally. Didn't cause a scene. He moved apparently to the other side of
He was
the
laughing as well, but I
studio.
think it was embarrassment,
I think it was an embarrassment laugh.
Trying to laugh
And
it
then
off kind of
so
thing.
he kind of laughed it off and stuff like that. And then he moved to the other side of the studio, and then they said that he left the studio. So yeah, that weren't good. All right, we're gonna play a next track for you, and then we're gonna get into our next topic. Yeah, we're gonna be talking about Stormzy's new business venture. So before that, let's play a little Stormzy for you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enough of Stormzy, Bossy Bop. Now we're going into our next topic, which again is about Stormzy and his new business venture. House Party is Stormzy's new and disruptive concert that is set to switch up London's nightlife scene and embrace something nostalgic amongst the chaos. Located on Poland Street in Soho, guests enjoy cocktails, New York style, crispy pizza slices, and live DJ performances across 7 different floors. The best thing, for me anyway, is that the drinks are £1 until 10 p.m. and it is free entry. So we would tell everyone to go down there. Me and V's gonna go down there and check it out anyway.
No, definitely.
So we'll put it on our Instagram and our YouTube and whatever, then you can come and check it out. But it does look, it looks good. So anyway, V, what were your initial thoughts and reactions to the videos and photos that surfaced from Stormzy's house party? It was lit.
It was lit. It looked lit still. It looked like it was fun. It looked like it would be a good place to go with your friends. The prices was right as well. It being £1 is very affordable. It being in Soho is very accessible as well. There's a lot of buses and there's trains around. It looked like a whole vibe still. You get me? I wouldn't mind going and checking it out.
Yeah, definitely. And we want to support Stormzy as well. I love to see, when people get into a platform, they use that platform and, generate different avenues
And
of
it's so
income.
cheap as well. That's so good. He could
You know
have
what I mean?
he could have charged more because people would have gone and they would have paid still.
Yeah.
So he's thinking of the people when he's done it for that price there. Do you know
And
what
I
I mean?
think you get a chance to rave. Like some weeks there's celebrities there as well, so it's giving a lot of people more access to celebrities, and it just seems like a vibe. It was like the house party vibe with the pizzas going and everything. I think it more younger crowds, but it still looked like a good little vibe. So yeah, I think we'll definitely go and check that out. Do you think though, do you see it being a success?
Yeah, again, do you know what I mean? I mean, he's a very likable person.
Yeah.
That's number one.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, he's a very good businessman as well.
Yeah.
And he's a people's person.
Yeah.
And he's come from, like, the ghetto, so to speak, the estates, the council
Yeah.
estates, get me, the low poverty, the hard times and that.
Yeah.
So he's coming from that walk of life. And I think that shows when he's charging £1. He's thinking of the people and he's trying to make it, affordable for everybody, trying to make it a place where everyone can come. I think it'll be very successful because he's a good person. I think he knows what to do in order to get something to, be successful.
Yeah.
And he's got a big following. He's got people that believe in him. And so, yeah, I think it'll do really good. I really do, yeah.
So what about this price now? He's charging £1 for a drink. Do you think this will catch on with other clubs, or you think, it's not going to happen?
Boy, £1 is really, really cheap. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
£1 is really, really cheap. So, all them people on benefits there, do you know what I mean? You can go, still get the shopping in, do you know what I mean? And it's all good, still get those beers and all that. I feel like it will start at £1 and then I feel like it's going to rise up.
Yeah.
When you go there as well and you see that it's lit, you see the vibe, good music, good food, good
Yeah.
drink, you get me, good atmosphere. You're going to want to come back again. So when it goes up to all £50 and £60, you're going to be like, Rod, remember when it first started, it was £1? Because you can't start so little and then rise up so much. You know what I mean? If you rise it up, it's got to be about a tenner. You still got to make it affordable, do you know what I mean? But £1 is brilliant. How long has it been open for? How long
I think it's just opened. I'm not sure about the date that it opened, but yeah, I think it's a new thing. It's a new thing.
£1 is absolutely great. And then, but like, how much are the drinks now? How much are the drinks? How much is
That's
the
how
food?
much the drinks. £1 blood.
What
It's
the-
free entry.
Okay.
And I think it's free
Selling for
entry
£1 okay.
and all night.
So
but
after
you
10 p.m.
pay-
though, fam, how much they go up to? This is where, like, so at that point there, you're merry. You know what? Yeah, he's a businessman, I'm telling you. Because after that time, when you've been there for a couple of hours, you've been buying drinks for £1, you're lit now, innit? You're litty.
Yeah.
Now you're not even watching the money that you came there to spend. The money that maybe if it
your
wasn't
money's
all
free,
on
yeah.
a budget, you're like, Now you're just like, oh, let's just drink and have a good time, innit? Like it's a nice vibe. So actually, that's a good business. Like that's a good business plan there still. Start off cheap, get the people them lit. At that point, they're willing to spend more money now because now they just don't care in it. So
Yeah, and there's food there as well. So once the buzz kicks in,
you want to yam?
yeah,
Do
you
know
want
what
to
I mean?
eat some food. So there's
So you got the food, you
pizza.
got the drinks. Go outside to have a smoke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's you.
And there's 7th floor, so they got, something for everybody.
Different music, yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
That's
yeah,
good.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
is good.
Yeah, yeah.
Something for everybody.
Yeah, man. Big up Stormzy with
We're gonna have to
one
check
there.
that out though.
Yes, we're gonna check it out. If anyone has checked it out, let us know what you thought of it. Is it worth going to? And yeah.
Bigging up Fabian on Instagram Live. Okay, right. So now we're gonna go into. All right, we're gonna play 1 or 2 tunes for you people.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's Central Cee. That leads us into our next topic. Central Cee is making waves. He's been quite active lately. He released his first single of 2024 called I Will, which showcased a new introspective style compared to his usual drill sounds. His collaborations with Little Baby on Band for Band, which we just listened to right now, broke multiple streaming records and charted high both in the UK and the US. Additionally, his track Sprinter with Dave achieved a record-breaking number one on the UK charts. We're asking, how has Central Cee managed to break records and gain international recognition with his latest release, and what impact do you think this has had on the UK drill scene, if any? Do you think he has, V?
Yeah, I think he's quite influential. I think he makes some good music as well still. So, how is Central Cee to break records and gain international? I think he's someone as well that comes from a walk of life that he can understand as well. He's lived through certain things. He lived in certain conditions and stuff like that. So I feel like some of his music comes from life experiences and him being able to relate to what's going on around him.
Okay. With his recent accomplishments, including chart-topping singles and his high-profile collaborations, what do you think is next for him, and how do you think he can maintain this momentum, like keep it going, keep people interested in him?
I just think he'll continue to do the same thing. I think he'll continue to make, well, for a certain time, not to be rude, because I do feel like the music now and maybe even say the last 4 to 5 years, I feel like it's kind of it's kind of sell by dated. And by that I mean like when you hear certain revival songs or certain garage songs or certain R&B songs, no matter when you hear them, even if it's 20 years later, 10 years later, it still sounds like it just came out, and they never seem to die. But I think the new music, I feel like it's got a time period where it will be the in thing, and then I feel like it will fade out. I mean, some of these music as well gives you a bloody stitch dancing to it. So how can you dance to their music? Maybe it's my age as well, but how can you dance for their music for so long and get a stitch? You're not really enjoying it as well. But yeah, I think that he'll continue to do good. I feel like the people that enjoy his music are all different ages, especially his age range, and I feel like they appreciate the music that he makes. So I think he's gonna do really good. Yeah, I do like his music still, and I do like him. He's a likable person.
He seems to
like
be
a cool person.
able to do what a lot of artists haven't been able to, and is that be successful across the pond. A lot of artists here, they attempt to be successful in America, and he seems to be able to be making that success. He's worked with big artists. I know that Nicki Minaj had him opening up a show for her. So yeah, he seems to be doing pretty good. Yeah, all love to
Central
Cee. Yeah,
no, big up
big him
Central Cee still.
All right, so before we go into our next topic, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to play a couple tracks for you. And then we're going to be talking about Mr. Bounty Killer, the one and only Bounty Killer. So yeah, listen up, and we'll be back soon. Thank you for tuning in to Sipping Tea with Shols and Vee. for that. We're going to play one more track and then we're going to get on to our topic at hand, Mr. Bounty Killer.
Last segment.
The general that came here last year.
You know that. But does that mean every single time I go to do something, I've got to call your name or bring you
No,
in or get your,
it doesn't,
your
but-
you know what I mean? Get your, what's the word? Your approval. Do you know what I mean?
No, definitely not. But I think that don't step on people on your way up because it's very, you know, on your way down it's going to be a bumpy
Oh,
ride.
of course. Yeah.
Do you understand? So I'm not saying
You'll drop
that
down
every
fast
time.
it took you to build up. Do you know what I
Right.
mean?
So I'm not saying that you must, you know, constantly show appreciation to people that put you on, but don't forget and humble yourself. I think sometimes people let the fame get to their heads and they forget.
No, definitely.
You know, they forget to be humble, and you forget that one time you were somebody trying to look for a record deal. And so I think just being humble, and even if you do overtake the person in terms of like having more success that brought you on, still be humble about it. Don't go on like you're better than them all of a sudden because you've had the success, because this person's been in the industry for a long time. You know, so I, you know, we're going to be looking out for Bounty Killer. Hopefully when he comes over to the UK again, we can get him on the show.
Oh, definitely.
He can tell us a bit more about it. Also, we've got good evening, ladies. Good evening, Miss Grace, Amazing Grace. Marcus, Tosh Alexander will be a big artist. She has the same management as Bounty Killer. Okay, so we're going to have to get some Tosh Alexander.
Yeah, Kai and MP Marcus interviewed I think like a week or two ago, and allowed DJ Kai's to join him on the interview. So big up to Tosh Alexander and big up to MP Marcus again as well. You have to go and check her out. You get me? I wasn't really familiar with her, but I checked her out and her music seems okay. Her music seems good still. So go and check her out, people. Tosh Alexander.
Is she based in the UK or abroad?
I believe she's based in the UK, but I'm not too sure of that. I assume, but maybe MP Marcus can confirm that for us. Whether or not Tosh Alexander is based in the UK or if she's just over for work purposes. Okay, people, so the time is now 6:05, and we've just given you 5 minutes extra because you're real lucky this week, because we just feel, you know what I mean? We just feel like being nice. So we're going to finish off with the ads. We're going to go into the ads, and that wraps up our show. And thank you for tuning in and listening to
Sipping Tea with Shola and
Vee.
Yep, big up yourself.
Yeah. See you next week, people. Peace out.
Hey, this is Say, and you are listening to Choice FM.